If you were listening to the show right here with Sam last week, you may have heard him speaking to Lee Scoyles. Now, Lee was in the middle of walking the 400 miles back home to Norwich from Land's End. It was all in aid of the local branch of the brain injury charity Headway. And this afternoon, Lee finally made it to the finish line. Our reporter, Paul Hayes, was waiting for Lee outside Norwich's City Hall.
There's currently a cherry picker in operation at City Hall here in the centre of Norwich, putting up this year's Christmas decorations, but I haven't walked the couple of minutes from next door at the BBC Radio Norfolk studios to come and see that. Instead, I'm here to meet someone who's walked rather further to be here, not just to come and see me, it has to be said, but in support of a very worthy cause. Lee, hello, nice to see you. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Weird. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that I'm back in Norfolk. It was... Even arriving in Thetford was surreal because I'm looking around and going, I know this place, what am I doing here?
When did you get into Thetford?
2 days ago I arrived in Thetford.
So it's been a 2-day walk from Thetford to here, right in the centre of Norwich. So this is the finish line, I guess, is it?
This is the finish line. I'm back. I mean, technically my finish line is home, I suppose. But in terms of the actual walk, yep, we are here. We are done. This is it.
Now, I know some people will have heard your interview with Sam last week on the afternoon show while you were still walking. But for anyone who didn't hear that, just remind us about why you've done this.
So I've been doing this in aid of Headway Norfolk and Waveney, which is a brain injury charity, acquired brain injury charity. So it does occupational therapy and things, helping people relearn life skills, sometimes helping people into voluntary work, things like that.
And why is that a charity, a cause that particularly means something to you?
Well, personally, I have done some work with them in the past. Before COVID, I was a music therapist with them. Thank you, COVID. And I've still done some outreach work with them since. So I've seen not only the difference they make to the people they work with, but also the extent to which they rely on fundraising and people making donations towards them. I mentioned to somebody a long time ago that I was thinking about walking across the country, and they said, so who are you doing that in aid of? And it was like a light bulb had sort of dinged on in my head. And it's like, I can do something I've always wanted to do and make a difference at the same time.
And along the way over these past 19 days, has there been any particular moments that have stood out, either because they were particularly difficult or things that were particularly nice that you encountered along the way?
The nicest thing, I'll start on that one, let's start on a positive. The nicest thing, to be honest, in a very strange way, has been the reaction of the drivers I've gone past. Because particularly lorry drivers, which you almost wouldn't expect. There's some weird negative aura from other drivers around them, but they've always been like a big wave, a big smile. They've been very excited to see something to relieve the monotony.
Do you know how much you've raised?
At this exact moment, I'll say we. The people donating have been a part of it. I couldn't have done it without them. I'm going to say we have raised just over £2,700. I still have some I's to dot and some T's to cross and some other people who've been doing some fundraising with me to hunt down. So, for example, if I can name and not shame somebody, but the Water's Edge in Bramerton have been doing sweepstakes for me since before I left and have already raised well over £600 or £700. So that's been an incredible difference from them, and I need to see if they've done anything else while I've been gone. And
if anyone would like to add some money to the pot or just find out more about what you've been doing, what's the best way of doing that?
So the best way of doing that is to either pop Cross Country Charity Walk into a search engine, or pop Lee Scoyles into YouTube, because I have my GoFundMe at the bottom description of every video I've been uploading, just in case anyone can't spell my surname, because nobody can. That's Skoyles.
Well, Lee, congratulations, well done. Raised a huge amount of money for a great cause. And any other challenges coming up, or is that your fundraising done for a while, do you think?
To be honest, the challenge is going to be dealing with not walking. I've fallen into the habit so much that it's going to feel bizarre going back to day-to-day life.
Well done, congratulations, and yeah, a massive well done on your achievement.